and then we'll move to that tougher fight. Okay, that's fine. We do want to draw the amulet, I suppose. Let's... Okay. I think that's a sacrifice. All of that. I need that stun to go off. I think if the stun goes off, we're looking really good. Three faces is a lot of face, yeah. He likes to smork. Alright, let's get rid of the scroll of energy then. Heal us. We'll get the... I don't know if we're going to have enough turns to warrant both of these. No, I think we do. Oh, we can only play one of them anyway. So now we just need to get rid of curse. That's so much. No, they're still there. Oh no, did I get rid of? I did get rid of them. Oh, okay. So now we just need to end turn. Okay. I thought we still had ailments to get rid of, but that's okay. That works out really well. Okay, I want the Cindering Ring back. Did I not use any of my, no, my Reduced to Ashes? We just won without using Reduced to Ashes. And healed. A lot. When Mind Blast is no longer the strong card. Oh. Gone full circle. That goes off there as well. Man, this dungeon's huge. Tent restores 15 health points over 2 hours. Oh man, so we've got to fight. So we get free 15 health out of this. Silly sucky. To kill her or get damage on her since he's getting stunned. Huh. I think a fireball's... I don't know if a fireball's enough. We can put a stun on her as well, I guess. Or just hit her with a Phoenix Gaze. That should be enough. I don't think I need to play this one. She'll keep one heartbeat in case things get bad. So we use one of our reduced to ashes on her. And that's probably enough. Yeah, pretty sure he's just going to get punished. We don't need to remove anything. Nope. Okay, bring my ashes back, my dexterous bomb back, thanks to the succubus. Get my stun bomb back. My healing bombs. Where's my potion of sloth? I don't think I have it. Nice, it's in our deck. We don't want any of those. Cool, strong deck is strong. So we've got two ways to go. One is up here. I'm going to go this way because we can see that fight over there. Whereas I might not realise I've done this one if we don't go this way. Yeah, okay. And the dungeon's big. Yeah, unless that's just a Lady Death fight. Head wounded, no. Head wound, are you here? How many acts are there? Nosferatu. Okay. Just a vampire dude. Oh, that's really nice. Why are they using a technical term? Is Nosferatu a technical term? I thought that was a name of a specific one, like Dracula. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not very up to it with that sort of thing. Oh, it's German for vampire? Well, there you go. Maybe they're German. I don't know. I don't think we need the healing balm or the amulet. I don't mind keeping a potion of sloth because our deck's quite large and we can get rid of the curses when we get them. Might be not even worth using. We don't need lesser sacrifice. Oh. That's the case, let's do it that way. And you could roll stun bombs on a boss. Stun him. Rest points at tents. Not really using them. Yep. Let's get another one of those going. To battle! Oh, look at this big bad boy. Alright. Ow! Jerk. So we don't want to. We want these to go off one turn after the other. So I don't want to draw another pyro bomb right now. Let's get some heals rolling. And you know what, let's get a... I should have played this one first, but let's get an actual heal on. Now let's get rid of the fireballs. I should probably even play a fireball because we don't need them anymore. So let's keep it in our hand so we can play one, since we don't need them. Alright, let's get another pyro bomb on there. And the fireball. And let's get rid of the return to ashes. I want to play another fireball this time. Oh, okay, we've got little three-face. So maybe this is why we need the fireballs, I think. Just to do stuff like this. Level 1 3-face, just get out. I also want to try and find a stun bomb. Wow, where's my stun bombs? Okay, one of those is going to go off next turn, so we need to find that stun bomb. We'll have the reduce to ashes in case we can't get the stuns off. I don't think we're going to need that. We could increase... Okay, if we don't get the stuns, we'll increase the countdown. Oh, by... Add 4. I don't know if I like this anymore. Because I actually want them to go off, but I want them to stun him. Interesting. Bottom deck 2 stun bombs. Should just be a stun then. Yeah, but I don't know, because we want the bombs. We want those pyro bombs to stun, not like, and they only stun when they go off. So if I want to apply one once a turn. I think in a different deck you might where you don't want them to go off, where you want them to always be ticking, then it would be really good. Unless the boss has so much health that this, you know, you need to sort of space the stuns further, I guess. I don't know. or you just need so much more dot damage. And we'll find out when we see like how bad the big bad boss is. I think it's kind of worth having a fireball or two. It was good to be able to hit one of those and keep it in hand now that we know that, like, if they summon something with low health, we want to be able to hit it. But I don't want lots of fireballs, they get in the way. And we're full health. Cool. Let's grab this chest. Actually, the funny thing is I really like the overworld map, but I find doing the dungeons better for the pacing of the game. I think the overworld map really affects... Well, I think now that we're fairly strong, that makes the pacing feel better as well. We're not really doing a burn thing. I definitely don't want that. We could just... So I'm just taking a card so I can have an extra card put in my deck. And we're going to bank up. We're going to just get... If all our cards come back in Act 4, we're just going to pay to have them burnt down. Okay, so this is the last of that dead end, and then we'll head back this way. Oh, the longer they go off, the bigger the final bang is? Really? At the start of a character's turn, Pyrobomb deals 3 damage to the target. The effect lasts 4 turns. On the 4th turn, the Pyrobomb detonates and deals 12 damage. Well, I don't know. Unless the detonation, yeah, is equivalent to turn. Like, obviously, this one's 4 turns. So if it's doing 3 a turn, 3 times 4 is 12. So if we get it to go for 8, then 3 times 8 would be 24. I have seen 24s, but maybe that can crit. It'd be nice to try for science. Renews a random ash card. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to double up on this guy. Oh, well, or we could just crit him. Just hit that 18 health up. So we can't craft cards because of the thing. We can... I think one of the cards that I don't want got renewed, which is funny. So we'll have to work out how I get rid of that again. Stop that. So instead of using a lot of cards, I'm just going to try and use the 3 cards to renew those and then just heal off the damage we've taken. I need to get that one played though, so... This is one of the ones I want destroyed. And we might play a single heartbeat if it looks too bad. Because renewing a heartbeat's worth more than the heal we get. Yeah, this is why we've got the ring. There's also that one as well. Where is my ring? I've got my ring, right? Yeah, I do have a cindering ring. Okay. Yeah, it's still worth more than a... Let's do that. There's also sacrifice. But I don't know if that's... Unless the sacrifice is there. But we have to get rid of other cards to do that. Could also get rid of countdown though. It does say on the 4th turn the Pyrobomb detonates and deals damage, but that's because the effect lasts for 4 turns. So I'm wondering if by adding 4 turns to the Pyrobombs, if it still goes off on the 4th and then the 8th turn. That's going to be worth more than the multi-damage. Cool. Right, so let's get those back. Cindering Ring, Amulet, Heal, none of the scrolls. Got 2 fireballs. Battle. Oh, a 3-face. Dodge! Come on! Like, I think dodge in a card game like this is an awful mechanic. I think having something like, if it's an ability where like they dodge every, like it says we'll dodge every 3rd attack, and so it's up to you as a player to play a smaller attack, that's fine. But I just had like a 60 damage attack dodged. You know, it's... You think if they have dodge, it should be there instead of avoiding all the damage is halved? Yeah, but that's just 50% less frustrating, you know? I would have had 30 damage. Like, it's just... I could go one step further and say, oh, it should be, instead of avoiding half the damage, they should only avoid 10% of the damage, or 1%. Either way, it's just a... Do you want to be 100% annoyed by it, or do you want to be 50% annoyed by it, or do you want to be 10%, or don't have it? Like, dodge is really good in games where there's lots of little hits and the occasional bigger hit isn't like massive by comparison. And even if it is, because there's lots of little hits, like dodge percentage means something then. So if you're doing lots of hits for like 5 and 6, 2 or 3 of those a second, think of like any action RPG, and an enemy has 15% dodge. So they're going to dodge 15 out of 100 hits. So after 30, 40 seconds of hitting a boss or hitting lots of enemies, like let's say a wave of enemies, you're going to have 15 of those little attacks dodged. So then that can vary a little bit. Enemies that have slightly more dodge, it's going to be relative to the amount of damage you're putting out, because you're looking at like a damage per second or damage per turn based time type of deal. Whereas a random 10% dodge that lands on a huge hit like that, it's improportional to output, which is one of the reasons why it's hated a lot in strategy games. And sure, if people say, oh, but it'll dodge a lot of your little hits as well. It's like, well, it's less important. And, and then also you're, as a player, you're thinking, okay, I need to dodge a hit to either stay alive or put me in within certain reach of doing something. It just doesn't factor into strategy very well. Very similar to crit. Like how many times I was sitting here going, oh, just crit, just crit. It's a double damage. Yay. But, numbers at numbers value, numbers at numbers value. Yeah, cool. I think cooldowns work. Like the crab that has the reflect damage every 3 turns that I've missed both times, and I've hit myself with almost 50 points of damage. That's on me. I could just check his buffs and be like, okay, don't screw up here, Panz. Not screwing up would be good. Yeah, Zero, I agree. Crit and dodge, not fun in strategy games. They have an imbalance in the high and the low, right? Where you I needed to do something different than that. Where you enjoy the crit that works in your favor, and you despise the dodge that goes against you. Do I even need to apply a stun bomb? Yeah, I think I do. I probably need to. Heal looks fine then. We don't need to do anything else then except maybe remove a deal. Might have been worth playing the Phoenix Gaze just to draw an extra card next turn, since our heal is looking pretty good. Don't think we might get to play one of these. Nice. Okay, give me a curse. Ailment. Ailment that I can play? No. Okay, so I've got to renew there, but the Potion of Sloth I think's better. That 20 instant is so good.